Okay, so this is an intro on how to use HTML5 and the first steps in using HTML5. It's a newer version of web design. HTML is a common tool in web design. That is the code to make a basic website. That's what you want your website to eventually look like. Once you get your base code down and everything else like that. So the first thing is a doc type, and that's gonna let your computer know what you're trying to do, and you're gonna write that doc type HTML every time before you're trying to use HTML5. And I use Notepad++, but you can just Google Notepad++ and you'll use that, and it's just easier for everything else. It'll show you all your tags and everything else, as well as the fact that it will help you run your program and everything else if you ever decide to code programs through here or web pages, anything else. And so the title tag that I just pointed out there was that heading that goes across the top, and the way that the tags work is it's kind of like a command. You type title and then you can type whatever text you want to go in the title, and then this / title tag there at the end will stop that. And this all goes underneath a larger tag, which is the head tag, which you can see above there in red, and that makes it all go in that head area. And then there's the body area, which is where you can put separate paragraphs and things like that, and that's what those P tags are. And the way that the P tags work is that they're paragraphs, and then those need end tags as well, but other things such as BR do not need end tags, which stands for it's like a line break. And so here I'm showing you that when you type in BR and then you save your document, which I'll do here in a second, it will put a break between that and the next text that you type after BR without having to put an end tag. Here there's different things like the char set, which is what I call it, but it stands for character set, and then there's language up there at the top, which is lang, and these are kind of like a variable, I guess. You can set the variables through tags before them. But so up there where it says HTML5, or underneath where it says doc type HTML, you see HTML lang, but yeah, in that language I put EN, which helps text-to-voice programs make it, it realizes that it's English and it tries to translate it as close to English as possible. But here, I'm file saving to show you that your desktop or your program or your file will recognize the fact that you saved it and will put the new code in, and so you can have that effect on your website immediately. See where I put the line break right there after BR? This was a line break that showed up right there. But nothing else changes. It's just whatever you put there, and then file save should immediately translate over to your document. One thing that I also want to explain more in depth, I was kind of catching up to the video earlier, is that HTML that I'm pointing out there, along with the lang dash quotes en, it's like a variable is what I call it, and this is when you can do things such as set a variable for in that situation a text-to-speech program. Like some people use a text-to-speech program so it's easier for them to understand what's going on, or for translation purposes. But what it does, I set it as EN there, which stands for English, and this allows the text-to-speech program to, I guess, work to its fullest capacity without any problems, because it will translate close as it can to English. And then the UTF-8 is a common character set, and character sets I'll get into in a more in-depth video if you guys like this one. And yeah, it just has to do with the way the text is set up and everything else. So you could do something like, if say you like the Orlando Magic, you could set up custom things and make this your little blog about the Orlando Magic. I live in Orlando, that's why I chose the Orlando Magic. But see, you can go into the title there. I put Orlando Magic and then change it to "This is my blog about the Orlando Magic," and file save. And when you open up, you'll see the title bar up top when it loads is the Orlando Magic, and this is my blog about the Orlando Magic. And then the line break still stays there. It doesn't change the tags. It all stays the same. But do whatever you want to it. You can now begin to make your own web pages and tell your friends and get things out there on the internet. Thanks. See you guys.